Okay, exercise 1B, heart rate from rates and ratios. So the learning intention for today is to estimate maximum heart rate and interpret trends in heart rate. So the reason why we're doing this is because calculating and finding your heart rate is a rate, obviously. So it's just an application of the sorts of things we did in 1A. All right, so heart rate is a measure of the number of beats per minute. It's measured by finding the pulse rate of the body. So, for example, when you watch like medical shows and they put their fingers on someone's neck and they're checking against their watch, they're counting how many times it's beating. Okay, so they just to find its BPM. The resting heart rate is measured while a person is at rest but awake and is typically around 60 to 80 beats per minute. So, for example, if you're sitting down and watching TV or sitting down at your desk and you're not actually moving or doing anything like that, your BPM should be around 60 to 80. If you've got an Apple Watch, you can actually check it. Okay, so you can see what your BPM is at certain times, so you can see how accurate that is. The maximum heart rate is the upper limit, so it's a maximum that your body can handle during physical activity. And usually the formula 220 minus your age will give you what your maximum heart rate is. Now, the target heart rate is a desired range of heart rate during exercise that enables the heart and lungs to benefit the most from physical activity. So the range depends on a number of factors, so your age, your physical condition, gender, your previous training, and it's calculated as a range between 65% and 85% of the MHR, okay, which is your most common, which is your maximum heart rate. Now, as it mentions, so obviously, like the younger you are, your THR would be higher, your physical condition, your gender, so males generally would be higher. If you are overweight, that would be a big impact. If you're fit, previous training, so if you're someone who very regularly trained, obviously you're increasing those values. Okay, so all of those things can be taken into consideration. That's why there's such a big range, 65 to 85%. Okay, so 65% would be someone who, I guess, is older, not very fit, probably a female that doesn't train very often, whereas 85% you're probably looking at an athlete. Okay, so there's that formula for MHR. The first example, it says estimate the maximum heart rate for an 18-year-old. So let's just straight into that formula. So MHR equals 220 minus 18, okay, because 18 years old. So the MHR would be 202. Okay, now the next example, so this one we have to interpret a table. Okay, so the table shows the average resting heart rate for the men in 6 age ranges and 7 health categories. Okay, so you're categorizing these people as athletic, excellent, good, above average, average, below average, and poor. Okay, in your 6 different age groups. Okay, so you're just reading those values. So what is the average resting heart rate for a man aged 47 years old in good health? So 47 years old, so you're in here, and good health, so we're looking at that one there. So it's 60 to 47. Okay. Next one is what is the average resting heart rate for a man aged 25 years in below average health? So below average 25 years, so we're looking here. So it would be 74 to 81. Okay, the next one. What is the health of a man aged 57 with a resting heart rate of 60? So 57, we're in this column here, and we're looking for a value of 60, so it would fall here, meaning that he's excellent. Okay, and the last one, man aged 30 years with a resting heart rate of 84. So 30 years over here, resting heart rate of 84, which is over there, so he would be considered of poor health. Okay, so that's it for those examples, no more. Make sure you get into the learning log, have a look at those additional questions. So generally, exercise work for this exercise isn't overly difficult, so you definitely need to attempt those additional questions, and of course the HSC questions, which there aren't many, but just a couple. Okay.